Do it again. Do you hear me? Ask God first, and once you hear from him, I dare you to try again. The world is changing rapidly, but guess what? God is in control of all this stuff. They are leading this country and creating a bunch of stuff that makes life feel more tough. They say AI is here to stay. We'll take all the jobs and leave you without pay, a place to stay, or a way to make it. They say the degrees you were influenced to get now don't mean shit, but the Department of Education is making it hard to repay for it. They say bye to the SAVE plan and hello to RAP, adding 10 more years of repayment on top of that. They say war is needed to keep the people safe, but in reality, we as the people didn't choose to participate. They say gas, food, and housing has gone down. I know that's a motherfucking lie. Just look around. There are so many more examples that I could say, but the reason for this poem is to help you see things in a different way. Hear me when I say, regardless of all this, God is still in control. Sometimes it takes time for him to act, but you don't think the way that we react matters? Let's keep it real. Many of us got way too comfortable and lost our focus, me included. Forgot to incorporate him when making decisions. I'm talking about God. You know, the man above. We were out here moving and grooving without consent, spent money, time, and effort into things that weren't even heaven sent. And now we look around at the world with so much disappointment, fear, and a reduction of hope. Well, I'm here to tell you, nope. Regardless of the way things look, it's time to maximize our time. We only have one life to be alive. That means we need to get closer to God and continue to try. The key is to be aligned. And how do you do that? I promise you, it's not in chat or Claude or Gemini. Man has people over here forgetting how to use their minds. Now, don't act surprised when you think you cracked the code by building something unique in code, when the data being used was basically stole. But I suppose you think no one knows. I studied this. People are starting to sound and look like duplicates. But let me chill. It's not for me to judge. That's only allowed by the man above. Now, let's get back to the idea of trying. I would be lying if I told you it is easy to dream like it was in 2016. But that doesn't change the fact that we can never get this time back. And in fact, we must wake up and realize this. The clock is ticking regardless. So on this day, I'm advising you to pray and start chatting with God more than a bot. And watch how God responds and helps you identify how you can restart. If you've gotten this far, realize that you're God's star and he will always take care of you, even when it feels impossible for you to get through whatever it is. And you will be able to make it through all of the negative shit. And when you get weary, wake up early and close your eyes. Meditate by listening to what the birds have to say. Their chirping is deep, often associated with divine guidance, a message of joy, new beginnings, and positivity. All from songs of animals created by God naturally. This is just a suggestion to help you experience an ounce of peace. Now try again, my friend. And as you keep God first, you will be able to survive the worst.